Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. They just dropped a big one. The first, I guess, teaser, because this is pretty far out, but the first kind of look, trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it, for the live action How to Train Your Dragon. If this is your first time here and you watch this type of content, trailer reactions, movie reviews, video essays, anything covering movies, TV, pop culture, hit that like button, subscribe, and click that bell. Helps out the channel a ton, and yeah, it would be greatly appreciated. But I mean, ever since the announcement of this, you know, a lot of us have been kind of confused. We're like, why do this? It's extremely successful already, and they were already phenomenal. And then you started seeing the cast, and then you started seeing the people on it, and now they're bringing back the director. John Powell's doing the score again, and like you're still keeping like the writers coming back. Everyone that made the original is pretty much coming back, and so it begs the question, why do it in live action? Well, it's simple. Money. Like, they're just gonna make, this is like literally easy money.
I mean, as far as like all of the technicalities and elements going into this film goes, it's essentially, it's sounding like, at least, that it's gonna be the animated movie just in live action, which even spurs more questions for me, because I'm like, I understand if you just want to do it for an audience who doesn't really like animation or doesn't watch animation. But on the other hand, are there going to be some differences? Because while we can sit here and go, oh, it's the same composer, oh, you got the same writers, oh, you got this and that and this and that, it's just going to be the first movie. It could also not be. It could also be first
a
movie
Little
elements
Mermaid situation,
with an entirely different like motivation or an entirely different story. Like,
I'd imagine things do change.
I wouldn't be surprised if in this trailer
cinematic,
you see some differences.
We'll talk about it more after. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reaction for the first look in the teaser for How to Train Your Dragon.
Beautiful colors already.
Is that Gerard?
Oh, it definitely is.
Oh my goodness.
He looks really good.
He does.
I can't kill dragons.
Oh my goodness, they really look like.
Okay.
I'm a Viking. I'm a Viking.
That is.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so
that
good.
That is Toothless, bro.
Oh my goodness. This is like kind of surreal to look at.
This is.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
Do it. The iconic shot. Do it. There it is.
It's a great shot.
Oh, listen to the score.
Even here, it's a great shot.
Oh, he looks so good.
That bond is special.
Oh my God, listen to the
that
score.
was built right there.
God. All right, everyone, that was the teaser for the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Start placing your comments below on what you thought, of course. But what'd you think? How we feeling?
I liked it. I mean, I like the way it looks, the colors. There's certain points where colors are jumping off the screen, and there's certain points where there's not. But I'm completely fine with that, because the same thing in the first movie. There's moments in the first movie where the colors just completely jump off the screen. Like, it's just like the most saturated, bright, beautiful colors. And then everything's just covered in fog. It looks kind of gray and looks kind of, you know, gritty and stuff like that. So I'm already rocking with it. I like that they just completely transitioned all of the live action, all of the designs from the animation straight up into the live
straight
action.
Up. It's not like some
they
type of, they took
time.
Game of Thrones dragons and just made it a little bit cartoony. No, like this is like straight up the designs
honestly,
with live action textures.
Is this almost like when the How to Train Your Dragon franchise takes that jump in animation and goes from like 1 to 2 and 3, which like 2 and 3 you can see a bit more. Yeah, it's a bit more textured.
The rendering started getting a lot better.
It's not even far from that. I would actually wager it's closer to 2 and 3
to
in
that
terms
than
of
like a
CGI
Game of Thrones dragon.
Yeah,
yeah, I
than
get what
something
you're
like
saying.
that, which I'm completely fine with, because you got the moment of him touching, putting his hand out to Toothless. Banger moment. It looks like it's gonna be a banger moment in this movie. You have that moment, and it looks fine. It doesn't look like
that's the thing that's kind of
stupid.
blowing my mind is they don't even look like real dragons. Like even the How to Train Your Dragon like Broadway or whatever, because I remember them doing that like a couple years ago where they had the like live action How to Train Your Dragon, but it was just on Broadway. But the animatronics they used, like, it looked like Toothless, but it looked like a dragon. Like, so like I thought that they could have possibly went that route. And to be honest, while sure, you know, it would have been interesting to see some new designs, I think they went the safe approach, and they would have definitely probably had more controversy, or like fans would have been a lot more vocal if they than if they were now,
for sure.
Yeah, like now, like sure, does it look like just Toothless with like live action and more realistic like textures? Yes, but like the complaints and the uproar won't be as big as if you were to like kind of like almost change it. Yeah, like a lot more. And so like it's a trade-off, but it's still kind of crazy how
situation
a little bit before
before it looked more realistic.
Yeah,
it looked Sonic's design looked more realistic, but then after, when they listen to the audiences, it looks a bit more like the video game and not very realistic. It doesn't. But it still works. Here though, I'm just surprised. Like I'm just like.
And this was just a taste.
All the elements work to me.
Like we didn't even get really like a full scope look of
not even close.
The Viking not town, but I forget the name. He says it like all the time in the movie. But yeah, we haven't even gotten really like a full scope look of 𝙀𝙀 and like everyone in the Viking village and like all these houses, and you know, I do remember seeing the live action, the like behind the scenes and on set, and this was like early on in production, and they were like building it out.
It
like
went off.
Like it's almost like they're doing that. They're doing an epic universe thing. For the How to Train Your Dragon, and it's like kind of like the same thing where they're just straight up building 𝙀𝙀. Like, and I can't wait to see how exactly these like iconic moments, how they're handled in the movie, and if they have the weight, the gravitas, the feeling. You know, you hear John Powell's score at the end of that, and I started floating in my chair, I'm not gonna lie. But then
even
it's
sounded
like
a bit more like epic,
cinematic, a little bit, I guess. Like I don't know if if it'll change.
That's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for the elements, because don't get me wrong, there's cinematic elements in the animation, but I can't wait to full-fledged like just see the wings spread and flutter and like into like something that's truly cinematic. You know,
that's very true. Now that I think about it, when you had
that first flight with Toothless, it's cinematic, but it's not live action.
I can't really think of like big movies with like, I'm talking about in the more modern era, because obviously after stuff like Gladiator, we had that small pocket era where, you know, movie studios wanted their next Gladiator, and so they were adapting a lot of mythology and stuff. But like, I can't remember the last time in the modern era we really got like a movie, a big budget movie with a dragon in it. You'd think that would just happen in plenty of movies, but it really, like, the last I can think about is like,
unfortunately, the last
Thor
one
Ragnarok?
I could think about.
Like,
I was gonna say Thor Ragnarok. Before that, the last one I could think about is Transformers: The Last Night or Age of Extinction. Listen, don't kill me.
That's not even really a dragon, though.
It's not. It's a metal. It's a
and
Decepticon.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm loving all the dragons in House of the Dragon, but that's really like our only real exposure to like live action dragons in the modern era is like Game of Thrones and a couple sprinkles here and there. So to do this
Dragon Ball live action and see
Shenron, yeah, that would be insane. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. You know, yes, there's gonna be the complaints of why does this exist. It's simple. Animated movies made money. You make it live action where more people go watch, more money. It's really that simple.
And I think that's why they're not stupid to take that approach, to take the approach to the movie being like, let's do the animation just in live action, guys.
Yeah.
It's like the studio execs were like, hey, let's not make things hard here, guys. Pretend I'm in a suit.
That's true. That's very true.
Let's not make things hard here.
That's an
we
issue.
could wind up losing money.
The Disney live action remakes are having. They're changing stuff up, and people are wondering why.
Like,
it doesn't mean it ends up being a bad movie. I like Cruella. I like Maleficent. I appreciate The Little Mermaid, but it's the little things that add up.
But when it comes to the money, you're gonna maximize your projections by doing what the animation did because it's beloved. Like that's
exactly
that's what it's loved for.
And that's what I'm really curious
you're
on.
That
how
audience, then a new one. And what you wind up doing when you don't do that is you wind up getting
alienating
a new audience, which is
one
the
of
people
them
who don't watch animations, and then alienating the people who watch the animation. So I think they're taking a good approach to it. I
just wonder how the overall.
So far too.
Me too. I loved the Mason guy in the Black Phone. I really liked him. Nico Parker, who was just in The Last of Us, is playing Astrid, and we didn't even get to see. We didn't even get to see like none of them.
We don't even need to see her.
All we saw was Gerard Butler was Gerard Butler as Hiccup's dad, and then Hiccup himself. Like we didn't see the twins. We didn't.
And can we get one thing? Can we get one thing straight? Gerard Butler looks more like Hiccup's dad than Hiccup's dad, if that makes sense. Like,
well, he voices
like, this
him.
looks like what this is what I mean when I say that. The way Gerard Butler looks as his dad in the makeup and everything in this trailer, it looks like the animation saw that and was like,
oh, I get what you're saying.
We need to make Hiccup. Guys, we need to make it like it looks like he was the reference.
Isn't Nick Frost in this cast too? Like, dude, it's looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I do think, I'm really curious to see how exactly the response to this will be, especially when it comes like time for it to actually be released.
We're gonna watch Gladiator 2 in 2 days
Nick Frost
time,
is in this,
right?
Yeah, I want to see this on the big screen. I want to see how this
trailer
looks. Hopefully
is probably
it
gonna play before, and I hope we could see some reactions, see what some people are thinking.
They did also release a poster that says filmed for IMAX. That's a good thing.
Are we getting expanded aspect ratio? Are we getting Hiccup? Are we getting the first flight between Hiccup and Toothless?
God, I can't wait to see some of these iconic scenes.
Is that what we're getting?
And how the
speaker? Come on, man.
That's true.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The IMAX speakers,
imagine watching How to Train Your Dragon 1 for the first time in IMAX. Kind of crazy. But you guys tell us in the comments below what you guys thought about this teaser trailer. What are your thoughts on the live action How to Train Your Dragon's existence? Do you like it? Are you wondering? Yeah, and rank the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. Anything. Tell us in the comments below. Anything related to this. We love discussing with you guys. But if you made it this far as well, please hit that like button, subscribe, and click that bell. Helps the channel out a ton. It's completely free, and it would be greatly appreciated. But other than that, it's been your boy Keezy.
Your boy Kels.
And hopefully we see you all in the next one.